Yeah, when Biden says that Trump is going to, ruin our democracy or is a threat to our democracy, I will say this right here. What the hell is Biden doing? Okay, what Biden is already doing right now for the last 4 years have been a threat to our democracy. All right, and for people saying that Trump would be a threat to the democracy, I mean, he wasn't a threat his first 4 years. He wasn't a threat then. He did not prove that then that he will be a threat to the democracy. So what proof is there out there that he will be a threat to the democracy? Okay, if he hasn't already proven that. That tells you right there all you need to know about individuals that are just making up stuff. All right, we have one of the worst presidents in the history of presidents talking about, a threat to the democracy in Biden. Okay, and this guy right now is doing some of the worst stuff that a president could do in the economy. All right, when you look at the wars going on overseas, okay, when you look at the border crisis, he's letting all of these millions of immigrants come in so they can possibly steal your vote. All right, there's no other reason why all of those illegal immigrants, and they are illegal immigrants, that's what they are, I won't apologize for that. There's no reason to have all of those people coming across the border like that unless you have some kind of crazy ass agenda, okay, like stealing the American people's vote. And look, blacks right now are leaving the Democratic Party slowly but surely, all right? I know that some people are saying, well, the black numbers have dropped. They've dropped a little, not a lot. All right. But anyway, when you see those numbers going down like that, they need to replace them with some more people, okay, with another ethnic group. And that ethnic group are foreigners that are coming across the border. That's what they're doing, okay? Allegedly. That's what they're doing. They got to make up for that. All right. You have blacks out there that are going away from it, but you don't have enough of them. All right, but the Democrats don't want to take that chance and wait for enough. They want to try to make up for the smaller percentage that has already dropped. All right, so when you look at that, when you look at the border crisis, when you look at the wars overseas, when you look at high inflation that are affecting billions of families out here and people and families, okay, that right there is already enough of a threat to democracy. People talking about a threat to democracy, but it's already going on under Biden. So what the hell are we talking about here? It's already going on, under Biden, but at the same time, it did not go on under Trump's administration. It did not go on under his regime. All right. So we have proof right now that the threat to our democracy is Biden, but we don't have no proof that Trump would be a threat to democracy. If Trump got into the office, in my opinion, I think he would be ending a threat to democracy. He would be ending it. He would be undoing a lot of what Biden has already done. Okay, so the threat would actually be going away. All right, don't you think that if, like I said, if Trump was going to be a threat to democracy, we would have been seeing it somewhere in his 4 years ago, somewhere in his 4 years of his presidency. How is it that this guy gave us the best economy out here, but now all of a sudden he's going to be a threat to democracy? How is it that a lot of these media influencers and news media outlets are saying that Trump is going to be a threat to democracy? He wasn't a threat last time. The only thing that I can think that people did not like last time that they're still spewing over, okay, is that they don't like how the guy talks. They don't like how he speaks his mind. And like I said, the difference between Trump and regular politicians, because Trump is not a regular politician. Trump is, he's one of those street guys, okay? He's basically coming from outside of the tracks, okay? He's not a politician. All right, but the only difference between Trump and those other politicians out there is that Trump says his stuff out in the open. What Trump says is put on a magnifying glass. It's put out in the spotlight. Versus a regular politician, they say and do a lot of their dirt behind closed doors. All right, because we knew everything that another politician was saying, a regular politician was saying, that was out in the open. A lot of them people probably wouldn't be getting voted in. All right, they wouldn't be getting voted in. That's the only difference. Is that they do their dirt behind closed doors. They say their dirt behind closed doors. When Trump says his stuff out in the open, that's the only difference. And having a president do that is kind of like a breath of fresh air because it gets rid of a lot of the fakeness. All right? Because a lot of these politicians are fake. They do a lot of their dirt behind closed doors and they tell you another thing, or they do something totally different in front of the cameras, the American people. So you should actually be happy that you have a president, right, in Trump, that is actually been, that has actually been forthright. All right, that is actually kind of being real. Just let you know how he is going to be. All right, just imagine being a fly on the wall of the White House, or in some of these Senate and office buildings, or anywhere on Capitol Hill. Just imagine being a fly on the wall where you can hear some of these conversations you just couldn't imagine. All right, you would not even imagine the things that are said. You would not even imagine the things that are said about the American people. All right, and look, even the things that really do slip up, like when Biden says, if you don't vote for him, you're not black. All right, it's things like that are way worse than anything Trump has said. And these are also things that are not covered by a lot of these news outlets, media outlets, YouTube, influencer outlets. These are things that if you bring up to someone, to any of them in a conversation, they'll just shoo it off. Okay, they'll just brush it off like it's not that important. All right, but they would say that what Trump does is, just the most terrible thing if he says something about Biden falling up the steps. Okay, that does not make any sense. Like the leftists and all of them, they do things that are like completely ass backwards. Like I really don't understand. All right, so yeah. I mean, threat to democracy. Trump has not proven that he's a threat to democracy. If anything, he's only proven to that he will continue to give us a good economy. He's already having a track record of a good economy. All right, and if anybody is a threat to democracy, and has already been a threat to the democracy, it's Joe Biden. Just turn on the news. Look at the videos on YouTube. Look at everything that he's done. He's a threat to the democracy. Okay, this is a guy who cannot complete two sentences in a row, okay, without stumbling and tripping all over his words. This is the guy that you have at the nuclear switches. This is the guy that is going into a lot of these meetings with foreign leaders and conversing with them. I mean, none of those foreign leaders are taking this guy seriously. Okay? Trump has gained way more respect from a lot of those foreign leaders than Biden has. There are foreign leaders that are actually saying that they want Biden to stay in the White House. I mean, yeah, they want Biden to stay in the White House so they can continue to do whatever they want to do. And that's what's going to happen. If Biden's in the White House, the border crisis is not ending, inflation is not ending, our money is going to continue to go to foreign leaders and foreigners coming across the border. None of this stuff that's going on right now is going to end, y'all. And we will be in World War III, at some point in time if Biden stays in the office. We will. I mean, right now it's just going on, foreign country to foreign country, but at some point in time, the U.S. is going to be heavily involved, okay, in one of these wars where a lot of individuals, a lot of your American loved ones are going to have to go overseas to fight. They're already talking about a draft. They're already talking about that. We haven't heard of a goddamn draft in I don't know how long. Someone put in the comments, okay, if we have that many individuals in here, somebody put in the comments, when was the last time you heard about a draft? All right, the last time I think I heard about a draft was, I don't know, before the whole 9/11 Bush thing. I don't know, maybe longer than that, but That was the last time, like around the time I heard about it. So, I mean, whenever you hear about stuff like that, you know that it's going to get bad. Okay? And like I said, y'all, I know that what's going on overseas is between the foreign countries, but at some point in time, the U.S. is going to be heavily involved with a war. Okay, if Biden is in the gets another 4 more years, it's bound to happen. It's inevitable to happen. Okay, so y'all just want to make this video. Y'all hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Okay, so y'all can get all of my content notifications. And I will catch all of you beautiful people on the up and up. Outie.